Welcome back, my amazing students. So, this is Edwin from the future. Of course, I'm coming to update the course. Now, there are a couple things going on in our commerce little project that we got. And one of the first things is that we are displaying the wrong amount of products in the homepage. Now, I'm saying the wrong amount of products, but in reality, that's the way that I plan it to be. I wanted you guys, and some of you have already messaged me and told me that, hey, listen, Edwin, you have a bug on the system, and I told him yes, and he told me yes, we're not displaying the right amount of products in the homepage, and I told him yeah. Did you fix it? And he told me yes, I did. And I said, how did you know? Because I learned a lot in your course, and that's how I knew how to fix it. And I was like, that's what I wanted. Okay. So we are gonna keep improving. We're gonna keep learning new things, okay? And I want you guys to think outside the box and be better than me in every way. So now, if you're just starting with this project, if you're just starting this project in another computer, okay, your brand new project, and you go to the files of this course, you download your application, and you just go to whatever installation you're using. If you're using MAMP, XAMPP, okay, you open that up and you just drop that in there. Let me just delete this one. You just drop that in there, okay? Inside this, we have an SQL database, right? You go here, you create your database underscore ecom underscore db, create it, import that file. Okay, click go. Okay, we wait a little bit because for some reason my computer likes to take her time. And now we go to that specific, and you can see the specific file project, and you can see the application coming to life. Simple as that, right? Now, here's the thing. This is what I want to fix. Let's come back here to my project, and let's synchronize this. There we go. I'm going to show you what I want to fix. First of all, let me just show you. Take this to this one here. So right now we have a whole bunch of products here in our homepage. Yeah, that shouldn't be it, because, well, in reality, yes, we are displaying all the products, but we can make this better. We can only display the products that are in stock, right? Because if we go to our view products page here, you can see that we only have one product in stock. This guy, well, I do. You might have other products in stock, but I only have one. So I should be only displaying one there in the homepage. Let me just go here. I should only be displaying one there. So let me show you how to fix that, if you guys haven't already, or how to make that better, right? So if I go to functions, let me go to that file as well. Let's go to the index, and right here we got this function called get products. That's the function bringing everything, even including pagination, which is something I want to make better. So I'm just gonna delete. I'm gonna delete all these comments later, okay? But you should have them in your projects, okay? You should have these comments. It just makes it a lot cleaner for me to show you things. But anyway, so the problem with this is right here on this query that we are creating right here. We're creating the second query that is getting all the products, and then we are using this while loop here to display those products. So here, the quick fix on this, or the quick improvement, is by doing something like this. Well, I want to display all the products where the product quantity, it's greater than 1, greater or equal than 1. Okay? Now I can fix this a little better by removing this limit and just appending it right here, or concatenating it, making a little space for it. Remember, this limit variable is equal to this limit string with some numbers that we're calculating here to create that offset. Okay, so now if I come back here and I refresh, you can see now that we only got one product available. Okay, of course we don't have the image of the product. I'm going to give you a little image on this lecture here that you can use. Image of my car, my dream car that I got, you know. Anyway, so that's one improvement there. Another improvement that I saw here that we can make, it's that this function here, we can create a little helper function to count all the records for all the things that we got, for our orders, for our transactions. It would be handy to count all those records and do something with it, especially for our, if we go to admin here, you can see that these are static values. For those of you that took my PHP for Beginners course, the big course that shows you a whole bunch of things, you learn how to make these values dynamic, and we can if we wanted to. It would just create a function that can count the records. We can just insert it in there and make all those records dynamic. So for example, I just took that off, and I'm going to take this to a function. I'm going to say count, or let's just make it procedural, more snake-like. Or count all records, just like this. And I can paste that in there. And I can just return here like this. Well, return. And then here I got to make that variable again because I know I'm using it below rows. And when we can use that function count all records right there. Right now, let me show you. Right now it's not gonna work. Well, let's go to home page. We don't, query failed. That's what we got, right? But if I create the variable that was there equal to this function, if I refresh, you can see that product's back there. So it's working. So we created this a little bit more flexibility in our function. But now we can make this function more flexible by just asking for a parameter. What if I ask for a table name here instead? So every time I call the function, I have to put a table name here. I have to put a parameter. So I can, instead of saying products here, I can make this a little bit more flexible and concatenate that variable in there. Now here, all I gotta do is I gotta give it the table name. In this case, I just wanted all the records for products. And then that function in there is gonna give me the rows. Okay, so now if I refresh, you can see that still works. Now I can even make this better if I wanted to. Simple. I don't even have to confirm it here, but it's nice to have that little functionality there. Now what I can do is I can return this guy right here. Make it smaller. I'm just showing you guys how to make things. Let's just do it like that so you can see it. To make things a little bit more condensed, a little show you refactoring a little more. Okay. So right now, oops. If I do that, and I just concatenate, do the same thing here, concatenate the table right here. See how beautiful we just made that function right there? Okay. Now if I refresh, we can still get the same results, but look how small that function is. Right? That's beautiful, isn't it? We can keep that function like that if you like, instead of having the confirm function below it, because we know that, you know. And then here you can just, if you want to confirm, you can just put them down here, right? So let's just keep it like that because it looks so nice. Now we can fetch any number, any count for any of our records in our database. So this is good, right? Because we can count all this stuff. But remember, this is not still the best solution for our project. Because think about it. We are count this rows variable here, okay, keeps a mathematical calculation for our pagination. So for example, if I go back here and I refresh, that's great. That's on page 1. Let's just take that off. And now if I click here, you can see that there is nothing here, and it's still showing page 2, page 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's gonna give me a whole bunch of pages because this here, okay, is counting all the products in our table. Okay, so it's giving me one per page, one item per page, until we finish that collection, those records, until we finish all of them. So if we have 90, it's gonna have 90 pages because it's gonna have one per page. Okay, we're gonna fix that slide thing too as well. We're gonna improve that. So what I want to do here is I want all the records, but I want all the stuff that's in stock. So yeah, we can use that function here, like a general function, to count the records of all, to count any records on any database, on any table. That's great. But we need one more specific for our functionality for our products. So we can say count all stocked products, or count all products in stock. Count all products in stock. Okay, camel case or snake like this. Okay, which one is better? Well, if you're already using snake, then keep using that. Okay, if you're using this one, keep using it. Perfect. So now I'm just gonna come back here and I'm gonna change my query here. Simple as that. I'm gonna say, well, from products, we can keep that there. Let's just come back here and it's products, just like that. And we're gonna say where product quantity is greater or equal than 1. Okay, just like that. So now if I go back here and I refresh, we're not gonna see that on those pages. But if we go here and we click on the second link, oops, we shouldn't see anything there. Let me just come back, refresh it a couple times, and we still get those there. Okay, so let's come back here. Greater or equal than 1. I just have to use the function, right? So let's come back here and just use that function. There we go. I already put the function in my head and forgot to put it in code, right? So let's refresh. You can see now that if we try to go to the second page, we are not able to. So that's what you want. Okay? That's exactly what you want. So perfect. We were able to make 2 flexible functions here. We can get all the products in stock, and we can apply this to our backend right here. So let's go back here, and you can see all the new orders or all the products. We can put another little card or another of all these squares, right? All these elements. We can put another one where we display all stock products, and that way it gives us more information into our store, right? So right now, for example, this one here, let me just show you what we can do. So I'm gonna count all the records here. I'm gonna use this, but I want to go to that specific functionality on the admin. Okay, so let me go there. Remember where it is. So admin, I think it's on the templates, back end template, and I think it's on the admin template if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we're gonna look for that where it says all products. Actually, do we have one that says all products? Yeah, that's the right one there. It says 13 right here. Okay, and now here I'm gonna open my PHP tags. I'm gonna close it right there, and I'm just gonna dump that function in there. make sure that you specify what you want. I want all the products from products. I mean all the records. And I'm just gonna echo that function because we are returning a value in the function. Okay, we need to echo it if we want to see it. Okay, so there you have it. Now let's go back here and let's refresh it, and you can see now that it says I have 95 products. That is dynamic. Now if I go to my PHP admin, okay, I think it's PHP my admin here somewhere. Let's go, let me see best way to get there. There we go. So this is the best way to get there for me instead of me typing all this stuff. If I go to PHP my admin and I go to that database and I delete any of these records, right? For example, let's say I delete 2 of those. Delete. Yes. That should be give me 43 if I refresh now. I mean 93, you see? So that's dynamic. Every time we get less products or more products, this is going to update. You can do the same thing for your orders and your categories or whatever data you got here. All right? Perfect. So we're going to keep going on the next lecture. I'm going to keep making this a little better and showing you more knowledge, guys. See you in the next one. Take care.